Now I'm going to write the check for winner method. So the check for winner method looks and checks to see if somebody has won, and it needs to check to see basically all 8 ways there are for someone to win tic-tac-toe. And what is it going to look for? It's going to look to see if there's an X in the text property of each of the buttons going a particular direction. So let's take a look. So I'm going to use an if statement, and I'm going to say if button 00.text equals X and button 01.text equals X and button 02.text equals X. Okay, so that's going to be, what's that? That's winning, that's X winning going straight across the top. But that's just one way to win. So let me do the other ways as well. So we're going to use an OR statement because you can win one of 8 ways, but as long as you've won one of the ways, we want it to announce that somebody has won, and then display a message, and then increment how many games that player has won. So let me do, okay, so now I've done the rows. Let's do the 2 columns next. Okay, so the columns are going to go, for the columns, the first column would be, let's see, it would be 0, 0, 1, 0, and 2, 0. And then the next one would be 0, 1, 1, 1, and 2, 1. And then lastly, we'd have 0, 2, 1, 2, and 2, 2. Okay, so those are the 6 ways to win by going across or up and down. And now I just need the 2 diagonal ways. So the diagonal ways, let's see, the first one is going to be, it would be 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 2. And then also, that's going down from the top left down to the lower right. And then going up from the bottom left, we would have, let's see, those. Alright, so what do I want to have happen if X is 1? Well, I want to have display a message that says X1. And I also want it to add to the number of wins X has had. And update the text property of the X wins label. Okay, so now I'm going to have it check, well, actually, let's leave that just like that for now. Now I'm going to have it check to see if O won. So checking to see if O won is going to be the exact same thing, except instead of X, we're looking for O's. So I'm going to do edit replace. Okay, and then lastly, I need to check to see if basically the board is filled in and people have played and there's no more room for anyone else to play. And it was a tie. So how do I check to see if the board has nobody has won? Well, it basically needs to check to see if all 9 spots in the board have something other than, or basically have something other than nothing at all. So I'm going to say not equal to nothing, basically. And this is just going to be one long and situation. So that would be 1 0, 1 1, and 1 2. And then 2 0, 2 1, and 2 2. So what do I want to have happen? I want it to say message box dot show it was a tie. And then above it, I forgot I needed to update. Okay, so now I need to call that method, which I haven't quite finished writing, but just so that you can see that it does the basics. I need to have it check for the winner every time someone has played. And you know what? It would kind of logically make more sense to check before it changes whose turn it is, so let me put it in there. Alright, so let's see if it's working now. Oops, I had an error. Yay. Looks like it's working. All right. Great.